If you're an online fitness coach and you're struggling to book sales calls, I got a game changer for you. In this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how me and my clients are booking at least 5 to 10 calls per week with our Instagram carousel strategy. And the cool thing is you don't need a massive Instagram following, or you don't need to spend a ton of money on ads for this to work. We're doing this right now in order to scale our business to 6 figures per month, and as well as our coaches who are hitting 10K plus months consistently, going from the gym to the online session, or if they're just already online, looking to scale even further. So my name is Connor Jarvie. I run a 6-figure business right now, helping fitness coaches grow and scale their online businesses from scratch. And if you're new to this channel, I have personally left my job working at a gym, making $12 per hour a few years ago, and I've scaled my online fitness business to 30K months with automations and ads, and I show coaches how to do the exact same thing, starting from scratch. So let's go ahead and dive into the video with my entire Instagram carousel strategy and how I do it, how I actively do it in my business, and also how you can do it as well. So I'll see you on the other side. All right, carousels, super important. I'm now actually posting a lot more carousels. They're great for swiping and having people engage. So the whole reason why carousels work is because it keeps people on your posts for a longer period of time, which is what Instagram wants. They want to promote their app against any other app out there. So like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, they want all the users on their app. So they want people to spend more time on it. If you can get more people to spend, let's say 30 seconds to a minute on a carousel, they're going to reward you very well and put you in front of other people. The problem is, you have to be good at copywriting, right? How to get people to stay on your carousel, how to keep their attention, and then also how to keep them swiping right. That is the challenge. I want to show you guys a very simple framework in your carousels of how to keep people engaged and how to make sure you're getting the most out of it. So as far as a carousel, I never usually go above 10 slides. I try not to go above 10 slides. Now, Instagram, they let you go up to 20 slides, and that's recent. You can make 20 slides in a carousel, but it doesn't mean you should. Bigger doesn't mean better for most things. I typically stay underneath 10. Again, less is more. If you can get your point across using fewer words, that is marketing. So my average, I typically stay around 5 to 8 slides max. I'm going to show you guys an example of a carousel slide that has worked very well for me. And then we can go ahead and model off of it. So let's see, here we go. This carousel worked very well for me. Let's take a few notes. First thing we see is a picture of me in the background and a big, bold title right in front. Can't miss it. White text with a semi-black background. So the white text stands out. If you look at the background, it's just a picture of my wall that I took. I threw a dark gradient over on top. I blurred it out. So this background didn't take up majority of somebody's attention. It's just a nice aesthetic background. Doesn't really matter what it is. Have it pop. I have this 2 on the top right corner. Oh, like my own post. I have this 2 on the top to let people know exactly what page they're on. Notice how I don't have a lot on this first slide. I don't really want to overload people, especially the first thing that they look at. I want to gently nudge somebody to keep scrolling right. So what I do is I give context of what this post is going to be about. Now, obviously, you're a great coach. Why aren't they saying yes? That's some context. But here's some more context. The number one mistake this person makes is this. So if we look at our notes here, first slide is I go with a common problem approach.
Hey, can you scroll back up so I can write the stuff you had at the top?
You're good, man. This is all recorded too. So if you miss it or if I go too fast, it's going to be in the client kit so you can rewatch it at the end of the day too. Actually, let me say max, I would say average. All right, I'm going to scroll on through it. Cool. So first slide is going to be, again, your title page. This is your second slide. Is going to be a common problem. Number one mistake busy parents make. Number one mistake 9-to-5 workers make. They focus on this instead of this. That's it. All right. This is going to be a little contrasting for what most people think. So what I can say is the number one mistake nurses make is this. They focus on restricting carbs instead of boosting their metabolism. I have also a little branding on the bottom. I have a picture of myself right there, and then also my Instagram handle. Again, I just want people to see my face as much as possible because the more they see me, the more they're going to start to trust me over a longer period of time. And then I have this little swipe icon on the bottom right here. Hint, I bold the words that I want the focus to go to. So does and transforms. I bold words that I want to emphasize. I don't overly bold stuff because if you bold everything, then nothing is emphasized, right? If everyone's jacked, then no one's really incredibly jacked. Okay. Third slide. Here's what most nurses do. They focus on this instead of this. Here's what most people do. Third slide. This is going to be, right? So we have a common problem, common struggle. Actually, no. Sorry, common solution and why it doesn't work. Third slide, common solution and why it doesn't work. This is what most people try to do, and here's why it doesn't work. So here's what most nurses try to do. They work 12-hour shifts and they do bang, restrict the carbs, restrict the sugars, do fad diets, try Ozempic. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little engagement here. Does that sound familiar? If it does, keep reading. My fourth slide. Here's what actually works. Fourth slide.
Are these all in one post? These all
Yep.
gonna be in one post?
Yep. One post. Fourth slide is what actually works. This is all on my Instagram too, so you can go ahead and scroll back and you can see all these. I have a carousel getting posted up tomorrow. Same exact framework. Here's what actually works. And then you go ahead and you give them 3 bullet points, 2 or 3 bullet points of what they need to do to finally start seeing results. So if this was me talking to nurses, I can say, here's what nurses who lose weight actually do. Focus on boosting their fat burning hormones. Focus on eating more food instead of less. Focus on burning fat in their sleep. All 3 sounds fantastic. And I'll just leave it at that. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get them to lean in on each slide, trying to explain why on every slide and putting words from the top to bottom, you're going to overload people and they're not going to have any curiosity to go ahead and swipe next, right? So we give them just enough on each slide for them to swipe through the next one. So here's me talking about what they have to do. This next slide is going to be giving a little bit more context on why. Features tell them what they'll get. Feelings show them what they'll become. So in this post, I'm specifically talking about fitness coaches. Instead of trying to sell your program, talk about what your program is going to do for them. Talk about how it's going to make them feel once they see the results. Instead about all the features. You get one-on-one access to me. You get your own app. You get custom plans. Instead of talking about all that shit that people sell all the time, let's start selling how people are going to feel and how they're going to, what person they're going to be once they start feeling a certain way, how their life is going to change. So I'm going to talk about nurses. Instead of feeling sluggish and tired, you can be energized and happier. That's my 5th slide. We're going to add some context, and we're also going to contrast, right? The normal thing people do, which is up here, contrast the normal solution that most people do and why it doesn't work, and the new solution. All right. So my new solution is right here. What actually works? New solution. 5th slide, I'm going to give context of why that is. 6th slide, you can go ahead and give more context. Honestly, at this point, you can go ahead and jump to either a call to action or jump to the next thing. I've decided to give a little bit more context. Your program is not just a list of features. It's a bridge between these 2 things. Now, if you're really good, if you're a great marketer, your 6th or 7th slide, you can help people understand concept, right? If you can bridge the gap between what you're talking about and a very simple concept, people are going to understand immediately of what you're talking about, and they're going to believe in what you're saying. So when I say concept, it's an idea, it's a process. So let's take restricting your calories and let's take boosting your metabolism. 2 different concepts, but they lead to the same thing, right? The bridge is the same way, it's just painted differently. Restricting calories, you lose weight. Boosting your metabolism, your body burns more calories at a faster rate, which helps you lose more weight. Again, they go to the same destination, but they're taking different roads to go ahead and get there. I want to help people understand my road, my new idea. And if I can do that, and if I can bridge the gap between them understanding with a simple concept, then they're going to lean in a little bit more as to what I'm saying. And they're going to have a little bit more faith in my entire new solution. Even if it's not a brand new thing, I guarantee, guys, weight loss will never change. There is no new secret that people need to hear. It's like biology hasn't changed, and it fucking won't for the next however many millions of years. But if you could build a gap to a new way of losing weight, maybe it's keto, maybe it's intermittent fasting, maybe it's the celebrity diet that all the celebrities use to go ahead and get a movie star shape. Maybe it's their nurse diet that all nurses use when they're working 12-hour shifts. But what's the nurse diet? Well, it's probably intermittent fasting, right? It's the same thing packaged in a different way. This is making sense so far? Cool.
Yes.
So that's going to be your fifth or sixth slide. Your eighth slide, again, this is the bottom line. Here's a common idea. Here's the whole main reason why I'm making this content, this post. What I would do in this section is some type of proof, some type of social proof, or any kind of client testimonial, before and after, screenshot, weight loss chart, something as your seventh or eighth slide. I'm just going to go ahead and say seventh, but you can definitely have this as your sixth as well. Seventh slide is going to be proof or any kind of result. This can be your proof, your before and after. This can be a client result. This can be a screenshot of somebody sending you a text saying, Steve, I did that workout you gave me. I feel 10 times stronger, or I've been following your plans for the last 7 days. I feel so much more energetic. Anything that's going to say your process works. So this can be before, after. It could be a weight loss chart, any kind of screenshot, anything. I'll show you guys an example of a piece of content that I have scheduled tomorrow morning. Go. All right. Notice anything similar? It's quite literally the exact same framework, different picture in the background, different text, same background. Crazy. I do this. Here's context one, problem number two, problem number three. Here is my proof or my results slide. This is slide number 6. Fitness coaches who understand this win. People trying to lose weight who understand this win. Just like this person, just like myself, just like Rebecca. Rebecca started at blank and struggled until she followed this new method. Here's some more context. Here's the screenshot, right? So notice in this previous slide, I'm literally doing exactly what I'm showing you guys right now. 3 reasons why people aren't buying from you. You're posting content, showing up every day, you're getting engagement, but no one's actually buying. Here's why. Problem number 1, the offer itself isn't clear, or if it is clear, you're not saying it as often as you need to. There's no urgency. We're not adding any scarcity. We're not adding any reason for somebody to go ahead and take you up on the offer. Hit the pain points, address the costs of staying the same. And I listed a few here. Third one is there is no proof, or there is no repetition of proof, or no trust. People love your content, but they'll ask themselves, will this work for me? It might work for Sarah, but is this going to work for me? Share wins, talk about struggles, how they overcame them, share screenshots of DMs, winning with your method. You have to do this repeatedly. If you don't do this repeatedly, no one's going to know that you know what you're talking about, right? Example, Sarah stuck at 200 pounds for years. After following our parentheses method, she quickly dropped 20 pounds in 5 weeks. And then I have a small call to action. DM me results if you want the same roadmap. Guess what the next slide is? Me doing exactly fucking that. Just like Ali, who started from scratch in January and made 8.7K in his first 30 days. Proof. Then I have my call to action at the end. Comment, DM me this word. I'll send you either this free resource that got me this goal, or I'll show you step by step how you can start today. Right? It's all coming full circle here?
Yes, sir.
8th slide is going to be your call to action. We talked about this yesterday. I don't know who was here yesterday, but what are the 2 types of call to actions we have? I know someone here knows the answer.
Hard. It was hard and soft.
My man, hard call to action, soft call to action. Hard CTA or soft CTA. Your hard call to action is DM me, comment this word if you want to change as well. The intent is for them to DM you or reach out looking for help, one-on-one help, or more information about what you have to offer. That's soft call to action. DM or comment this word if you want the free blueprint, if you want the free guide, the free resource, the 7-day plan that Rebecca used to lose 20 pounds, whatever it is. Like you're giving away a free lead magnet. The intent is to grab something for free that adds some type of immediate value into somebody's life. That's my call to action at the very end. Every carousel has a call to action, whether it be a hard call to action or a soft call to action. Every carousel. I'll show you guys another one. How to sign your next online fitness client, step by step. Step 1, do this. I would argue this is way too much text. I wouldn't do this again. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Step 4, say this. Step 5, do this. Here's some proof. Here's some results that I've had. Here's the question. Want to sign your next 5 to 10 clients online? I've created this exact blueprint showing you exactly how to do it. DM me this word and I'll send it to you. Really simple, really easy to do. All right. Let me show you another carousel. 3 types of content. You guys notice it's the same background in every one of these. It doesn't have to be extravagant. So I did something different here. I typed in a headline and then I showed proof right away. You can do the same thing. This is a different way of grabbing somebody's attention. And I'm also saying, hey, I do this. This is my authority statement. You should go ahead and read the rest. I made all of these. So these slides I made inside of Instagram in the story section. These other carousels I made inside of Canva. Both work exceptionally fine. So here's some context. This doesn't work. Here's what actually works. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And I'm giving examples for each one of these points. You guys don't have to do that, but it adds a little bit, another layer of authority and another layer of believability. Here's a client result. Here's why I know what I'm talking about. Our client got this goal or this result. DM me this word and I'll get you my entire strategy to hit that goal. It's very simple. This was 1, 2, 3, 7 slides. So I would stay between 5 to 8 slides. Here, you want to know the crazy thing about all these posts? I didn't come up with them. That's the crazy part. Guess who came up with them? The fitness coach copywriter. I didn't come up with any of these ideas. I had AI write it for me. Am I more creative than when I started? But I also don't want to sit here for an hour and try to think of what I want to make. So I just get the ideas done for me. Here's another feature I just added in to the fitness coach copywriter. Right here, create 50 viral content topics to build trust. Go ahead. To build trust, authority, and convert followers into booked calls. I'm just going to click on this and it's going to go ahead and ask you a little bit more about your niche, about your goal, who you help, what problem you help people solve, and what type of content has performed well for you in the past. If none, just put transformation photos. All right. So go ahead and do this with you guys. I haven't used this yet, but I'll show you how to go ahead and customize it specifically for you. It gives you examples. So I'm just going to go ahead and just copy them. Fat loss for professionals. Who is your ideal client? Let's say 9 to 5 employees, sedentary parents. There we go. Just keep it at that. Specific problem you help them solve: losing weight without following unsustainable plans or diets. What objections do they commonly have? I don't have time. Diets never work. I've tried everything. Let's just copy all that because it's pretty standard. What type of content works well in the past? Let's do client transformations. Cool. Enter. So it's going to give us 50 different ones, 50 different topics to go ahead and talk about, specifically related to the people that you want to help and the problems that they're running into. Now, let's say I want to make one of these into one of those carousels I just showed you guys. The truth about calories in versus calories out and why most people get it wrong. Number 3, I'm going to copy it. Actually, I'm going to say, I like idea number 3. Can you turn this into a highly engaging carousel that promotes turns viewers to engaged leads? That's it. So it'll give you slide by slide. Calories in versus calories out is a lie. Most people think they need to This is all they need to lose weight, but it's not that simple. Swipe to find out why. Slide 2, I eat less. I move more. So why am I not losing weight? You've been told, right? It's keeping the slides very short and very punctual because you don't want to overshare on each slide, which is what I've done in previous carousels. The ones that have performed the best are the ones with as little as possible. So it'll give you step-by-step what to say. Here's the social proof on slide 6. Insert a client transformation, insert your transformation, insert maybe a little quote underneath it. And then we have our call to action. So we can work on this call to action a little bit. We can go ahead and say, make the CTA more personal using my own story. Now, again, the more you prompt this thing, the better it's going to be. I used to believe this myth too. I spent X amount of time trying to eat less and do more cardio, but all I got was -1, -2, -3. Everything changed when I started focusing on this. It was a little too long. Make it shorter and more to the point. So you guys get the idea. It's really powerful. You can come up with 50 different ideas, and then you can create content off of any one of these. I like the first 5 content ideas. Can you help me turn them into reels and even come up with a caption for each one? So the caption can definitely work, can use some work, but it'll give you good ideas of what to make. You guys, but as far as creating a carousel, this is what I would use. All right. That's the carousel strategy. Very, very powerful. When it comes to running ads, typically I wouldn't go ahead and run a carousel as an ad, but if it does perform very well organically, then I might think about running an ad to it when I do start my ad testing. Hey, that's it for this video. If you are enjoying this content and you want more strategies to grow your online fitness business, then be sure to click on subscribe and then turn on all notifications to make sure you're not missing any videos. But if you are serious about wanting to start or grow your online fitness business to 10, 20, even 50K plus months, like we've gotten some of our clients, then I would go ahead and recommend booking a time to chat with either me or my team. In the description of this video, click on that little button to schedule a call. That way we can dive deeper into your business, see what you need, see if we can even help, and show you how our clients are currently crushing it. But if you're here for the free info, no worries. That's exactly why this YouTube channel exists. Go ahead and check out this next video above me somewhere to go ahead and learn how to grow your business and start signing up online clients even faster. Okay? But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.